people. And we taught all these years what? Capital belongs in the hands of the people, not the state. That's why, of course, kids should pay taxes, because they can be capitalists, and all capitalists should pay taxes. And it doesn't take much to start an enterprise that makes a profit. I teach kids how to have 2 bicycles, one to ride and one to rent. I mean, you know, how long does it take? How long does it take to make a profit? I mean, a little ingenuity and you're on your way. So profits are better than wages. Capitalism better than communism. Communism said people are too dumb and stupid to know what to do with capital. So you must take capital away from all the dumb, stupid people and give it to the all-wise, all-knowing state. And let the state run everything. I mean, that was communism. And they devastated every country they touched. I've been to East Germany. It's taking $1 trillion just to clean up East Germany. They've already spent 500 billion. They got 500 billion more to go. I mean, every country they touched, and I've been in all of them, they devastated them all with their devastating philosophy. We teach capital belongs in the hands of the people. That's where the ingenuity is to bring goods and services to the marketplace. And I'm going to show you later the miracle of capitalism grassroots in America, which you're involved in. But once I understood this now, it was so incredible. Profits are better than wages. Now, when I first was recruited, I'm a distributor for this little product called Abunda Vida. And here's what my mentor said, Mr. Schoaf. He said, Mr. Owen, you can start this miracle working business part-time. You don't have to go full-time, you can start part-time. And he said, if you'll devote, to start with, let's say 10, 12, 15 hours a week, where you'll start making a profit, here's what you can now say. I'm working full-time on my job and part-time on my fortune. Because profits lead to fortune. I got so excited about that philosophy. I'm working full-time on my job, but now I'm working part-time on my fortune. I found a way not only to make a living, you won't believe this, I found a way to make a fortune. Can you imagine what that's like then to get up in the morning? To go to work on your fortune, not to go to work to pay the rent, which is okay, but a chance to go to work to make a fortune? And I said, right now I'm working part-time on my fortune and full-time on my job, but it won't be long until I'll be working full-time on my fortune. Can you imagine what life is going to be like? Now, here was my first goal when I started, and that was part-time. I wanted to equal on my profits part-time what I was earning on my full-time job. This is called the magic of part-time. It is so thrilling for people to start working the business part-time, because now you can work on profits, and it doesn't take very long. If you'll really concentrate on those 10, 12, 15 hours a week, it won't be long if you really do it right and learn some of the skills I'm going to talk about. It won't be long until you can be earning as much part-time working on your fortune as you are full-time working on your job. I did that in less than 6 months. Now I've got an incredible invitation. I found a way part-time to work on my fortune, and I'm making as much money at that as I am on my full-time job. Would you like to hear my story? It was incredible. Now, here was my second goal, to make twice as much money part-time working on my fortune as I was working full-time on my job. And I reached that in less than a year. Making twice as much money part-time working on my fortune as I was full-time working on my job. Now I've got an incredible invitation that won't quit. I found a way, through a unique opportunity, to work part-time on my fortune, and I'm now earning twice as much money as I am working full-time on my job. Would you like to hear my story? Do you imagine anybody would say, no, I don't care to hear your story? No. Everybody I said that to said, wow, yes, what are you doing? I said, I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you. Now, when I started making twice as much money part-time as full-time, here's my dilemma. I didn't want to go full-time. And why not go full-time? And the reason was because I didn't want to give up my electrifying story. Right? It was so powerful. Nobody could resist the invitation to at least take a look. I didn't want to give it up. And I hung on for I don't know how long until it was, almost insane. And then finally, reluctantly, I gave up my full-time job. But now, you can imagine the thrill and excitement of going to work full-time on my fortune. It was incredible. But I want you to jot down the magic of part-time. What does it take to really change a person's lifestyle? Not very much. An extra $1,000 a month, I'm telling you, will drastically change most American families' lifestyle. And that's why part-time is so valuable, because it very quickly changes a person's lifestyle. And here's what the change in lifestyle does. It's a great recruiting tool. One of the greatest recruiting attractions is the money you make part-time. Somebody said, you've been on 3 vacations this year? Says, yes, I got this little part-time thing going. Says, what's that? You bought 2 new cars, one for you and one for her? How did you do that? Said, I got this little part-time thing going. Your kids have got all these new clothes? Yes. All this stuff is happening. What is it? An extra $1,000 a month. See, $1,000 a month full-time, nobody wants to hear your story. $1,000 a month part-time that starts to change your lifestyle, everybody wants to hear your story. So the key is part-time. The magic and the attraction of part-time gives you a classic invitation for somebody to listen to what you're doing that's changing your life. And it's not just necessarily the money that changes your life. It's what you do with the money. It's the change of lifestyle. So part-time helps to change lifestyle, which gives you a classic invitation to look at what you're doing. That's how I started in network marketing, age 25. Wow, these philosophies changed my life. I wish I would have learned them in high school. In high school, if they would have offered Wealth 1, Wealth 2, I'd have taken both classes. I wouldn't have waited until I was 25 and broke. Here's the next one. Philosophy that helped change my life. It's not what happens that determines your life future. It's not what happens that determines your life future. It's what you do about what happens. All of us are in like a little sailboat. And it's not the blowing of the wind that determines your destination. It's the set of the sail. So jot this phrase down. It's one of the best to understand. Kids need to understand it. The same wind blows on us all. The same wind blows on us all. The wind of disaster, the wind of opportunity, the wind of change. The wind when it's upside down, the wind when it's favorable and unfavorable. The same wind blows on us all. The economic wind, the social wind, the political wind. The same wind blows on everybody. The difference in where you arrive in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, the difference in arrival is not the blowing of the wind, but the set of the sail. And that's what learning is all about, to set a better sail this year than last year. To set a better sail. The first 6 years of my economic life, I wound up broke. Second 6 years, I wound up rich. You say, well, the Democrats must have finally gotten power. No. It was not a political change. Here's what changed the second 6 years of my economic life. It was my philosophy that changed. The set of the sail of better thinking, correcting the errors of the past and picking up new disciplines for the future. That's all I had to do at the end of the first 6. Correct the errors of the past and then pick up some new disciplines for the future. And my total life changed. The second 6 years was totally different than the first 6 of my working life. And guess who can do that? Anybody. Now, you can keep on the same path for the next couple of years as you have the past 2. But if you wish to, and maybe everything's okay for you and you don't need to, but if you need to make some changes.
All right, guys, we're going to get the call started here in the next 3 minutes. Let's go in those group chats. Let's spread the word. I hope everybody had a beautiful and very fun holidays with their family, Christmases. I hope all of you guys got all the gifts that you guys deserved. But we got to get back to work, and I got a great topic for us here today. So let's go in those group chats. Let's let everybody know that we are on the call. Help me spread the word to everybody, and we'll get the call started here. in the next 3 minutes, guys. We're going to start at 9:10 sharp, 9:10 sharp.
I'm telling you, you can start doing it today so that the next 2 years will be drastically different than the last 2. And anybody who wishes to do that can. And you can do it between ages 40 and 43. You can do it between ages 13 and 50. You can do it between ages 60 and 62. Any 2 years, any 5 years that you wish to drastically change from the previous 5, you can do it. If you wish to. Now, this isn't written. This is not a law. Here's what it's called: opportunity. But if you don't know you can change, if you don't know you can drastically change your income, change your future, change your health, change your marriage, change everything, if you don't know that, some people then go year after year after year after year not making much change simply because they didn't get to the class. They never read the book. They never went to the seminar. They never made the discovery. They didn't seek for the knowledge of how could I make my life better. And if you just rock along, I'm telling you, it's okay. Anybody can live any way they choose, but I'm here to tell all of you that if you wish to, it's possible to make the next 3 years totally different than the last 3. And all you have to do is just a few things. So we got that one now. It's not the blowing of the wind that determines your income. It's not the blowing of the wind that determines your fortune. It's the set of the sail. And that's why we gathered here today. Maybe I've got some ideas that'll help you with a couple of little things about setting the sail of your thinking that might drastically give you multiplied more benefit the next 3 years than you've gotten in the last 3. So it's not what happens. What happens to everybody. Chevron years ago brought me in to talk to management. They said, Mr. Owen, you travel around the world and you're fairly knowledgeable. What do you think the next 10 years are going to be like? I said, gentlemen, I can tell you I do know the right people. So they all leaned forward and listened carefully. And I said, gentlemen, the next 10 years are going to be about like the last 10. The next season after fall is, well, I promise you that's not going to change. After day comes night. I promise you that's not going to change. Here's how the last 6,000 years reads. If you want to make a note of Jim Rohn's vision of history the last 6,000 years, here's how it reads: opportunity mixed with difficulty. And if we're around another 6,000 years, it's going to read like that looks like for the next 6,000 years. Opportunity mixed with difficulty. Now, sometimes there seems to be more opportunity than difficulty, and then sometimes there seems to be more difficulty than opportunity, but the mix isn't going to change. After expansion comes recession. But after recession comes expansion. Not to think so, see, is naive. And once you've got just a little of this stuff settled, then you know exactly what to do. You know exactly what to anticipate, so you can be ready. Now, here's the next one, and I heard it in my invitation. Here's what it says: for things to change, you have to change. I was hoping the government would change, and taxes would change, and economics would change, and my boss would change and be more generous. I wished for everything to change, and my teacher said, no, Mr. Owen, for things to change for you, you have to change. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Once I understood this, this altered the course of my life. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. And here's the big one. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. You don't need less problems. You simply need more skills. Don't wish for less challenge. Wish for more wisdom. Accept the challenge, because you can't grow without a challenge. You can't get rich without a challenge.
All right, here we go, guys. Welcome to Mornings with Nano. Hope all of you guys had a blessed and very good Christmas with the fam. How's everybody feeling today? Can I get some big smiles? Yes. I'm so blessed and so excited to be here with all of you today. I'm feeling really good, really blessed, healthy, feeling better than ever, and just really excited for each and every single one of you guys, because honestly, I know that, we're coming up literally on the last few days of the year. We got about, 4 or 5 days left. So, it just feels really good to, be connected with all of you, a whole nother year of just abundance, success, and just making sure that everybody is, in the right state of mind, because I truly believe that it's one of those things where if you put yourself in the right position, everybody will, really take care of each other and put each other in a position where, we can impact a lot of lives in 2022. So I'm excited for this call. We have some big surprises. Christmas was great. Hope all of you guys are taking care of yourselves. I know it's a crazy world out there right now today, but we're healthy. Our immune system are strong. God is protecting us at all times, and just make sure that everybody here is, always, always, always staying in a good, positive state of mind, regardless of what's going on out there. It's something that we all must do. But before we get the call started, let's make sure that we spread some gratitude. Gratitude is the source where all good things come from. Gratitude is the source where all good things come from. So express some gratitude. I'm grateful for God. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my mom. I'm grateful for my dad. I'm grateful for my little brother. I'm grateful for my goddaughter, Dadiana. I'm grateful for my team. I'm grateful for the leaders within my organization. I'm grateful for, Christmas. Christmas was great. I'm glad that I got a chance to really, sit down and, just have a great, great time with my family. For me, Christmas was more of a way for me to just really break down and sit down with my family, which was amazing for me. And, being able to talk to my mom and dad and get them gifts. I was able to get my mom some nice gifts for Christmas. So did my dad. And, I also gave them one big gift as a group. I let them know, like, hey, look, I have this crypto portfolio here. I have this one coin that I've made a certain amount of money on, and this is gonna be the account that I use to buy you guys the house, in the Dominican Republic. So, that made me extremely grateful to do, because I know that, that was very, very powerful for them. They were very happy to hear that, and I'm just excited about that. Let me just fix my hair right here, 'cause my hair looks crazy right now for this live. But let me just go live here. And it felt amazing, right? It felt amazing. Yo, honestly, it was one of those moments. It was kind of like one of those moments where it kind of felt like I had already given them the house, because it got very emotional, and it was amazing to do that, guys. It was amazing. And I can't wait for all of you guys to do the same for your families, for your mom, for your dads, for your, significant others. 3 reasons why people leave their leadership. Okay, perfect. Here we go. Great. So, it was great, and I'm excited. Like, time stood still. Yeah, it was something different, Aaron, for real, bro. The smile on their faces was awesome. They felt good, because it's one of those things where they finally feel like they have hope. They didn't even know that I wanted to do that for them. They thought that they would have to work more years, but I'm like, nah, we're gonna start doing that this year. So I think we're planning on taking a trip out there April, and start looking at some dimensions where we're gonna build it. The only problem is now is trying to convince who's gonna live where, because my mom is from one location and then my dad is from another location, and they're like, no, I'd rather live here. Let's live in my city. And my mom is like, no, my city is better. So now that's the challenge we're going through, figuring out where we're gonna build it. But besides that, we feel very grateful, that I was able to turn this beautiful apartment here into a beautiful house for my family in the Dominican Republic. So very, very grateful for that. And it's one of those things that I'm really, really looking forward to. So I'm excited, I'm blessed, and I want to get into the call right away. So before I actually jump into the topic, though, guys, today's topic is going to be the 3 reasons why people leave their leadership. Okay, and I'm going to jump straight into that right now. But before I do, I want everybody to, I want to give every single person on this call a tip. Okay, I think that is important that I give all of you guys a tip as to what you want to do. Now, what do I mean by a tip? Okay, Type a one in the chat box if you guys want to know something that's very, very, very important. Okay. Type a one in the chat box if you want to know something that's very, very, very important. Okay. Now, I want all of you guys, Amber, what's up, fam? I want you guys, this is a tip. Okay. So today is Monday, the 27th. Okay. Today is Monday, the 27th. All right. You have till Saturday. All right. Saturday is the new year. So you really have till Friday. So you have these next 5 days. Okay. You have Monday through Friday to figure this. All right. I want you to take 2 hours in the next 5 days. 2 hours. Doesn't matter where you are. You could be in New York. You could be in California. You could be in Texas, Arizona. You could be outside of the country. I want you to take 2 hours, all right, to reflect. 2 hours. But I don't mean reflect at home. I don't mean sit at your home and reflect. I want you to walk to the park. I want you to walk or drive somewhere where you can sit alone in a nice, beautiful, and peaceful area. All right. And I want you to make sure that you sit and reflect as to where, all right, how your year went. All right. I need everybody to do this. I need you guys to I need you guys to take this very serious. I need you guys to walk to a park, walk to the beach, walk to a river, walk anywhere. And the reason why I say get out of your house, get out of where you live, get out of your job is because you have to do something in an environment that you've never done it before. And what I want you to do is I want you to sit and reflect, okay? And I want you to ask yourself 2 questions, okay? 2 questions. Number one, what worked for you this year? Okay. What worked for you this year? All right. Where did you grow? What were the areas in your life that really, really improved? Okay. I want you to sit down and really reflect. What were the things that worked for you this year? Okay. And the way you know what worked for you this year is the results. Bro, but it's cold in Canada. Damn, that's tough. Well, just take some time to reflect, okay? I prefer going out into nature, on the beach, at a river, at a park, somewhere, on your rooftop. Just do it somewhere else that's not home, okay? Try to do it somewhere else that is not your normal environment so you can think different, right? Because when the environment changes, the thinking changes, okay? So the first question I want you to ask yourself is, what worked for you this year? Okay. And the reason why I say that is because you need to understand what did work for you. Because you see, sometimes, we tend to only focus on, okay, the things that didn't work for us. But what did work for you? What was those things that worked for you? Was it your morning routine that worked for you this year? Was it, hanging out with your mentor and asking your mentor for help that worked for you this year? Was it prospecting on Instagram that worked for you this year? Was it studying at night before you went to bed that worked for you? What were the things that worked for you this year? All right, that's very important. Okay, and the way you know what worked for you is the results. Look at the results. Okay. If you were able to hit your rank, if you were able to develop a good leadership team, if you were able to develop a good, successful trading account, crypto portfolio, what worked for you this year? And then the second question I want you to ask yourself is, what didn't work for you this year? What didn't work for you this year? And the way you know what didn't work for you this year are your results. You see, something I've noticed is that a lot of people have a lot of ego. And my sis Tia said this yesterday, and it really hit me like a ton of bricks. She said, a lot of people are flexing with big egos, but small bank accounts. They have too much ego, too much pride to ask for help. They have too much ego, too much pride to go out there and do things that they've never done. So people have big egos, but small bank accounts. And those two cannot mix. Think about it. We all had things we wanted to accomplish this year. Let's all be real. We all had plans to accomplish certain things this year. Did we do it? Did we accomplish those things? Did we get to those accomplishments? Did we hit those goals? It's time to be real with ourselves, right? It's the end of the year. It's the last 5 days, 4 days of the year. It's time to be real. Okay? It's not a time to chill. It's not a time to relax. I know things are happening out in the world, but it's time to be real. What didn't work for you? Look at the results. Where did you lack results? Did you lack results in your morning routine? Did you lack results in your trading? Did you lack results in selling your product? Did you lack results in your crypto portfolio? Did you lack results in your life in general? Where did you lack results? Take the time to reflect. I'm telling you, this will be one of the best decisions that you all make is if you take the time to really reflect on your year. Because look at what happens. If you don't take the time to reflect on what worked and what didn't work, you're almost 100%. It's almost 100% fact that what happened to you in 2021 will happen in 2022. You see, the reason why I laugh is sometimes because people think that because we're going into 2022, that challenges aren't going to come in 2022. Like challenges are no longer going to exist. We're going to be challenged again in 2022. There will be more challenges in 2022. It's just not 20. The thing is, people think that, oh, the new year comes and everything automatically leaves and no longer do we get challenged anymore. Not going to happen that way, family. They're going to follow us. It's just another month and it's just another day, another week. They will follow us. Some of your challenges from 2021 will follow you into 2022. But remember this, and I want you guys to write this down. It's not what happens that determines your future, it's what you do about what happens. It's not what happens that will determine your future, it's what you do about what happens. Because what happens is going to happen to all of us, guys. You need to understand that what happens is going to happen to all of us, all right? You need to understand that. That's very key. But it's what we do about what happens. We will be challenged again in 2022. We will be challenged again over the next 6 to 12 months. But it's not about what happens. It's about what we do about what happens. So are you taking the time to reflect before the end of this year? We got to understand that, all right? So I wanted to give you guys that quick tip because I feel like it's something that a lot of us need to do before the end of the year. That's just a tip. Remember, guys, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. I truly believe that we all need to do it. All right. I've taken some time to reflect already a few times, in the last 2 weeks, but I feel like I need to sit down one more time and like really, really reflect. Okay. So if you guys are going to take that tip and run with it, and you guys are going to take the hour to 2 hours to really, sit down, reflect on your year, type a 1 in the chat box if that's something that you plan on doing. I just want to make sure that I have people here that are actually going to apply this information. All right. Now I'm going to jump into the topic of the day. All right. 3 reasons why people leave their leadership. Okay. There's 3 reasons why people leave their leadership. All right. And I want to talk to you guys about this because, and I got to give all the credit to, one of my mentors. His name is Jason Brown. We were in a group chat, with all the leaders of the organization, and he dropped this 7-minute voice note. when your mentor drops a 7-minute voice note, you tend to like, yo, I gotta listen because I know, there's some fire in here. And it's so dope because I caught myself taking notes on this voice note. It was so lit that I took notes on the voice note. And within the voice note, he went over these points right here. And I said, yo, I gotta teach this to the family on Mornings with Nano because every one of us are leaders. You guys gotta understand, guys. Some of us are leaders in our businesses. Some of us are leaders in our relationship. Some of us are leaders to our little brothers, little sisters. Some of us are leaders to our kids, leaders in our jobs. We are leaders in one kind of way, shape, or form. All of us are leaders. All of us. Every single one of us on this call, we have what? We have about 657 on the call here, and almost about another 100 on Instagram. We have about 750 people on the call, right? All 750 of us on this call right now, we are all leaders. Now, there's 3 reasons why people leave your leadership. There's 3 reasons. Now, I don't want nobody to leave our leadership in 2022. So I'm going to give you guys the 3 reasons why people leave so that way you can avoid it and you can make sure that nobody in your organization or your team ever leaves your team. Nobody. Okay? So the 3 reasons why people leave their leadership. Number 1, okay? Reason number 1 is people feel like they've outgrown the leadership. Now, if you guys saw my post on Instagram, this is actually my caption, but I'm going to dive deeper into it, right? So the first reason why people leave their leadership is because they feel like they've outgrown you. Now, a lot of people ask me, Nano, why is it that you read so much? Why is it that you listen to so many audios? Why do you go to all of these events? What is it about you? Why is it that you're such a student? It's because of this first one right here. I can never allow a leader of mine, okay, to outgrow me mentally. I don't ever want them to feel entitled like, yo, I outgrew Nano mentally. I outgrew Nano spiritually. I outgrew Nano emotionally. Okay. Now, I know some of you guys are probably saying, Nano, but isn't it good when people outgrow you? Yes, but to an extent, you need to know where and how you can allow people to outgrow you. Okay. But you got to understand that you need to be the one that reads the most books, right? I can tell you guys confidently, and I say this humbly as well, that there's not a leader on my team that has read more books than me, that has listened to more audios than me, that has gone to more events than me, that has more mentors than me. Okay. And I don't say that in a competition way. I say that in a way because I choose to be the best student that there is, because I can't allow others to outgrow me. You need to be the one in 2022 that grows more than everybody around you. Okay? I'm telling you this because I've seen this happen countless times over and over and over again. I've seen people within my team, for example, they join, right? Let's say I had somebody join 2 months ago, and then that person has a friend of theirs that joined as well. Things happen where, let's just give an example. Let's just say Aaron. I see my brother Aaron in the chat. Let's say Aaron signed somebody up, right? And Aaron signed up, let's say Alex. Alex joins the business, and for some reason, Alex outgrows Aaron. You know what happens the moment that happens? Alex no longer listens to anything that Aaron has to say. No, it doesn't. It's like it doesn't even matter what Aaron says anymore because Alex outgrew him. Alex feels in his heart that he outgrew Aaron. So because he feel like he outgrew Aaron, Aaron, all right, he's no longer going to take advice from Aaron. He's no longer going to listen to anything Aaron has to say. He might listen, okay, but he won't apply. He won't take. And it happens so many times because you as a leader could never allow your leaders to outgrow you. There's not a leader in my organization that can say that they've outgrown me. There's not one. Because you know why? I've kept that mentor and mentee relationship very solid. And they know that I work my butt off every single day. They see me every morning at the beach, reading the books, listening to the audios, going to the events, taking the notes. I'm on every single call. I'm studying every single educator. So you can't allow people to outgrow you in 2022. You can't. You can't allow people to outgrow you. I've been working on myself for so long. Okay. You got to understand. And remember, guys, it's not a point of competition either, because remember, it's collaboration over competition. Okay. Remember, people only follow individuals that they like, trust, and respect, and that knows more than them. People are not going to follow you if they feel like they know more than you. It's like telling somebody, yo, it's like telling somebody, think about it like this, right? How am I going to listen to you? Yo, let's go this way when I know that going this way is better. If somebody tells me, Nano, somebody that knows less than me tells me, Nano, let's do this. This is what's best for us. But I know more than that individual. And I know that us doing this right here is going to be better for us. Obviously, I'm always going to go with what I know is best for us because I know that this person doesn't know as much as me. And that's what happens in business. I know that this happens in business because you know what? A lot of people get outgrown in business. And if you've had people leave your business, it's probably because they outgrew you. That's the problem. People left your business because they outgrew you. They learned more than you. They took what you taught them and they took it to another level. And while you relaxed and you chilled, they kept working. They kept studying. The books that you didn't want to read, they read the books that you didn't want to read. The audios you didn't listen to, they listened to those audios. The goals that you were told to write down, they wrote those goals down. The goal card that you were told to walk around with, you were checked on your goal card, you didn't have it on you, guess what? They had it on them. The events that you were supposed to be at, you didn't go because of excuses. They showed up anyways. And now you know what? They feel like they outgrew their leadership. And that's why people left your business. Right? Tay said it. They didn't watch Mornings with Nano Monday through Friday. Right? Leaders, you know what I love about leaders? Leaders, the moment they feel like they hit a rank or they making six figures, that they can't jump on Mornings with Nano because they know it all. So sad to see it, man. So sad to see people that because they think that they've hit a rank or because they think that they know the information. Bro, to know and not do is to not know at all. If you would have really known this information, you would have had all the results already. If you would have had all the results, right? Sorry. If you would have really known that much, you would have had all the results already. So to know and to not do is to not know at all. I jump on calls where with the people on my team that make less money than me, that have more experience than me, that are making $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, and I'm learning from them. Because you know what? I have no ego. And I know that I can learn from everybody. I can learn from this individual, that individual, this individual, that individual, this individual. I never get too big for the little things. So in 2022, Don't allow anybody to outgrow you. You can't control what happened already. If people left your leadership because they outgrew you, you can't control that. And remember, sometimes people, they might have not outgrown you, but because they thought that they did, even if you let people think that they did, even if you let people think, even the chance, you lost. You lost. Even if they think that they outgrew you, you lost. Because that's it. It's a thought. It's a thought like, yo, I outgrew Nano. You know why I love Matt Rosa? Because regardless of how much I know, I still haven't outgrown Matt Rosa. Still haven't outgrown Matt Rosa. Still haven't outgrown Alex Morton. You know why? Because they're always growing. They're always teaching. They're always elevating. And you know what? At the end of the day, I can't have a big ego and a small bank account. Because at the end of the day, my mentor is a top earner in this company. At the end of the day, he is the top earner in this company, and he is the number 5 network marketer in the world. Number 5 network marketer in the world. So for me to outgrow him, by the time I even get the chance to even think about outgrowing him, he's already going to be at another level. And there's a lot of power that you guys all need to understand. Never, remember they say never outshine the master. But there's people, right, that end up outshining you. There's people that are going to outshine you because they don't care. They don't consider you a mentor. They don't consider you the teacher. You see, it doesn't matter how much money I make. It doesn't matter how much success I have. It doesn't matter how big my crypto account goes. I will never outshine Matt Rosa. Never. That's my brother. That's my family. And I understand where I stand in my life and where he stands. And I'm telling you guys, I will never try to outshine my brother and my mentor, Matt Rosa. Never. It doesn't matter how much money I make. It doesn't matter how much success I accomplish. If it wasn't for him, I will never be where I'm at today. Okay? Because I understand this. I understand the laws. I understand the laws to the power. And I would never leave his leadership. And this is family. So don't allow people to outgrow you. Be the best student. Well, the just the way around it is this, guys. Just remember this. Be the best student in the room every day. That's all. Be the best student in the room. Read the most books, listen to the most audios, attend the most events, be on all the calls, ask the most questions, have the best mentors. Show up to rooms. You know what's the difference between me and a lot of people? I show up to rooms and I show up with a list of questions. I show up with a list of questions. Listen to this, guys. I want you to all understand this is very important. Okay? I show up to rooms with questions already set up for all my mentors. Hey, how can I do this? What should I apply at this point in time of my life in order for me to get better? What books did you read? What audios did you listen to? How did you deal with these challenges? I don't show up on calls. I know a lot of people on these calls, they tend to how do I explain it? They jump on calls with cameras off. Right? You ever jump on Zoom calls and everybody's cameras off? That's BS. If your camera is not on and you don't have a pen and paper in front of you like this, how do you expect your leaders, your people to follow you and listen to what you have to say when you jump on a call and your camera's off and you're not showing that you're taking notes and that you're a student? People are going to do what you do, not what you say. Try that all of 2022. Jump on your Zoom calls and literally make it so obvious that you're taking notes. Grab your pen and your paper. It's in my pocket somewhere, right? Jump on a Zoom call and make it obvious that you're taking notes. Like, yep, I'm taking notes. Make it obvious. Show people that you are taking notes. Drop your notes in the chats after. Let people know, yo, I'm growing every day. Like I said, don't allow people to outgrow you. That is the worst feeling ever. It's the worst feeling. All right. So that's the first reason why people leave their leadership. Okay. It's because they feel like they've outgrown you. Okay. The second reason why people leave their leadership is because they feel like they've outperformed their leadership. So the first one is they outgrew you. Right. And what I mean by outgrow is they've outgrown you in terms of knowledge, in terms of what they know. But people feel like they leave their leadership because they've outperformed their leadership. They're working harder than you. They're up earlier than you. They're jumping on more calls than you. They're doing more presentations than you. They're recruiting more than you. They're prospecting more than you. They're posting more pictures on Instagram than you. They're outperforming you. Are your people outperforming you? Ask yourself that question. Is your people outperforming you? Are they working more than you? Are they jumping on more calls than you? Are they reading more books than you? Right? Have they outperformed you? It would suck if I was somebody that joined your business. That's what I be telling people. I'm like, yo, it's all fun and games until a nano joins your business. It's all fun and games. It's all fun and games until Nano joins your business and outworks you every day. Because I'm not going to allow you to outwork me. That's the thing. I'm going to be up earlier than you because that's how I am. I push everybody who's next to me to be the best to their ability. Think about that. I push people every day to be the best of their ability because it's like, yo, wow, holy smokes. This kid is up at 5, 6 in the morning. He's on the beach. He's doing calls every day. He's recruiting 10 people a week. Like, this kid is out of control. What are you going to do if a nano joins your business? What are you going to do? If Nano joins your business and he's up earlier than you, he works harder than you, he reads more books than you, he recruits more than you, he posts more on Instagram than you, what are you going to do? You're going to get intimidated. Trust me, it's not cool. It's not going to feel good when you have somebody that's outworking you. You can't allow anybody to outperform you. As a leader of an organization, you have to be the hardest working one. You know why? Because the moment anybody outperforms you, guess what happens? They look at you as weak, vulnerable. You ever seen the wolf in front of the pack? The moment that wolf in front of the pack gets weak, there's a wolf behind them that wants to take his spot. There's the wolf behind them that wants to take that spot. Because you know what? They feel like they can take your position. Because you were weak. You showed signs of weaknesses. How are you allowing people to outwork you? Really? How are you allowing people to outwork you? That can't be a thing in 2022. If anything, you guys, if everybody here was to work as hard as I work, everybody here will be making 6 and 7 figures already. If you guys was to work how I work. But you guys don't like to wake up early. You guys don't like to, be up early, read books. You guys don't like to post on Instagram. You still care about what other people are going to have to say. You still have the excuse, oh, I don't have pictures, I don't have videos. How are you going to compare to me when I'm posting every day and you're posting once a month? If somebody was to come and have to choose who they want to join, how are they going to pick you over me? Think about that. That's how you got to remember, guys, at the end of the day, like I know we don't compete and I know we don't think in a state of lack. But at the end of the day, guys, there's millions of people out there just like us that are trying to make it, that are trying to make 6 figures, 7 figures, network marketers. You guys, we're competing with millions of people. Millions of people. What separates you from the millions? There's millions of people that make excuses. There's millions of people that don't show up. You got to see this and you got to understand this, fam. You have to have that mindset. Yo, I'm eating everybody's food and I'm not leaving no crumbs. That's the mindset you got to have. Yo, I'm eating everybody's food and I'm not leaving no crumbs. That's how you got to work. That's the work ethic everybody has to have here. No crumbs. Not even the crumbs, bro. We want all the food. You don't have the luxury to let people eat up on your food. You have to understand this, guys. This is so important. This mindset got me to where I'm at today and it's going to get me to where I'm at tomorrow. This mindset is what's gotten me to where I'm at today and is what's going to get me to where I'm at tomorrow. Very important that you guys understand this. This is so key. No leftovers. No leftovers, Tony. Nothing. It's either you eat it all or you don't. That's how we moving nowadays. You have to make sure that you are working your butt off every single day. Yes, I'm speaking at I Am Women's. It's the mindset. It's the mindset. There's only one person on my team that I know that wakes up earlier than I do, and I feel like they've been outworking me low-key. Her name is Marcy. She actually jumped on Mornings with Nano not too long ago. Marcy be up at 3 a.m., bro. 3, 4 a.m. I'm like, yo, sis, you're on a different level. That's different. Marcy's different. She's up. But you know what? She has that. It's amazing because, look, we talk about, yo, what are you going to do when a nano joins your business? Right? When a nano joins your business. Well, I had a female version of me join my business, okay? And she is working her butt off. Now, obviously, I have 4 years of experience on her, so she has a lot of work to do before she can ever catch up to where I'm at. But, bro, in terms of daily work, she's been out working me, bro. Up at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, studying 4 or 5 hours a day, reading the books, listening to the audios, jumping on the lessons, posting on Instagram. Like, what would you do if a Marcy joins your business? What would you do if Marcy joined your business? She's up at 3 a.m. She's studying from 3 a.m., 4 a.m. till mornings with Nano nonstop. Work, reps. Read. Audios. Goals. That stuff can intimidate somebody, especially if things are not going the way that you want them to, right? So that's the second reason why people leave their leadership. The last reason why people leave their leadership is because the leadership took a step back. Ooh. The leadership took a step back. And man, have I seen so many people lose their whole entire businesses because they took a step back. Oh, Nano, I just need some time off. Bro, I laugh so much when people do that stuff. Can you have the charger, please? Or the phone? The phone charger. Right? The leadership took a step back. And when I hear people come up to me, look, guys, I've been in the business now for 4 years. I have leaders all the time tell me, hey, Nano, bro, it's just things are hard for me right now. And, I got to take a step back. I got to get back in the right state of mind. And I'm like, are you sure you want to do that? They're like, yeah, bro, it's what's best for me, this and this and that. And next thing you know, people leave their leadership. That's it. You showed ultimate signs of weakness right there. What, things got hard and now you're going to take a step back? What? Imagine if I was to come on Mornings with Nano and be like, hey guys, things have gotten very, very hard for me. Okay, and things have gotten hard for me and I got to take a step back. I got to take 2 weeks off, 3 weeks off. That's it. Show signs of weaknesses. Now, it might be true. It might be true though. That's what's the craziest part about it? Is that it could be real though. Some people do need the time off. Some people might need it because it's been so hard on them. But the moment you do that, that's a sign of weakness. So for me, you guys, you don't understand how many times in the last 4 years, okay, I've thought about, I need to take some time off, bro. I just need some time for myself. I don't think I'm going to be able to do Mornings with Nano no more. But I showed up every day. No matter what, I showed up through the ups, through the downs. People left my business. This is happening here. Breakups here. This, that, there. I started showing up regardless. Because no one can ever tell me that I took a step back. Nobody. In the last 4 years, nobody could tell me that I didn't show up. I showed up every single day through everything. And I've been through just as much things as everybody on this call. I've been through the broke days. I've been through challenges. I've been through the breakups. I've been through people leaving my business. I've been through the broke days. I've been through it all, majority of it. And I showed up every day regardless. I showed up through deaths in my family. But that sounds a little bit exaggerated, bro. I think you're going a little bit too hard for this stuff, bro. It's really not that serious. No, but it is. It is. You guys have seen me. I've shown up under the weather on Mornings with Nano. I've shown up on flights. I've shown up while getting a haircut. I've shown up anytime. Because you know what? I am a leader. I'm a leader. I'm driving with bad Wi-Fi. We show up regardless. Because I'm a leader. Doesn't matter. It's not your fault that I'm going through something on the outside. It's not your fault that a person left my business. It's not your fault that I went through a breakup. It's not your fault that something happened in my life. It's not your fault. So you know what? I still show up for you guys every single day. Think about that. The third reason why people leave their leadership is because the leader took a step back. Imagine how you guys would feel if I had told you guys, yo, I'm going to take a step back. Some of you guys will be like, yeah, Nano, you need it, bro. But then on the other side of your mind, you'll start to think, man, Nano's really letting this stuff get to him. And the moment you take a step back, you're basically gone. You're gone. What do you need to step back for? I hope I hope you're rich when you're taking that step back. You gotta be rich you gotta be rich, wealthy, making millions of dollars before you can take that step back. Because you know what happens? If you take a step back, it makes it okay for everybody to take a step back. The moment the leader does it, it makes it okay for everybody to do it. Well, yo, Nano took a step back. I could take a step back. And what do you mean by take a step back? Stop showing up. Stop doing the work. You know how easy it is for everybody to be like, yo, Nano's chilling. He's relaxing. He's on vacation mode. I'm going to go on vacation mode. But if my leaders, my brother was good. But if my leaders see me showing up every morning, day in and day out, guess what? They're going to be like, yo, Nano's still showing up. He's showing up every day regardless of anything. You know how hard it was to show up in 2021? Very hard. When did you guys see me take a day off? When did you guys see me come in here and say, hey, yo, we're going through something right now. We need to stop? Never. Never. When did you guys see me stop doing my morning routine? Never. Never. Regardless of what happened in my life, we never stopped showing up. And that is your responsibility as a leader. Stop being a victim and start being responsible. That's the key. Stop being a victim and start being responsible. Write this down. If it's to be, it's up to me. If it's to be, it's up to me. Yo, if it's going to happen, it's up to you. If it's to be, it's up to me. It's up to us. It's up to us. Nobody's going to do the work for you. Nobody's going to talk to your prospects for you. Nobody's going to study for you. Nobody is going to read the books for you. Nobody. You got to do it. Nobody's going to retire your mom and dad. You really think somebody's going to retire my mom and dad for me? Not going to happen. You really think somebody's going to come and be like, yo, Nano, you know what? You're such a nice guy. Let me go buy your mom and dad a house in the Dominican Republic for you. You think somebody's going to do that? No, it's not going to happen. No shot. It's up to me. It's up to me. I got to do it. I got to make sure. And regardless, I wouldn't want nobody to do that for me because I was put on this earth to do that. And we got to understand that, guys. The reason why people are leaving our leadership is because they have outgrown us, they've outperformed us, and because we've taken a step back. We have a brand new year coming up, January 1st. I need you guys to show up all 365 days. And don't allow anybody to outwork you, outgrow you, and don't you dare take a step back in 2022. If you are not where you want to be, you do not have the luxury to take a step back. You don't have the luxury. And some people will look at me and be like, Nano, but you made it, bro. Like, you live in Miami, you make all this money a month, your crypto portfolio is lit. Haven't done nothing. That's the craziest part. We're just scratching the surface, fam. I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything yet. We literally still just scratching the surface. We still have so much more to go. We literally just getting started. Think about that. I have 4 years doing this and we just getting started. We just started doing this. How can I compare to people that have 18, 19, 20 years doing this? I'm only 3-4 years into this, family. I'm just now about to complete high school. I still have 8 years of college to go. 8 to 12 years of college to go. I still have a lot of work to do. I still have a lot of prospects to call. I still have a lot of events to go to. I still have hundreds of books to read. I still have hundreds and thousands of hours of audios I got to listen to. You think this is a game? Bro, if you want to be successful, we really got to put this pain in every single day. There's still so much we all have to do. Look, guys, I tell people this all the time. If you're not here to do this for the next 5 to 10 years, you're wasting your time, family. Just, quit right now. Look, if you're on my team, if you're in my organization, if you're not here for the next 5 to 10 years, don't waste our time. For what? What, you want to leave after a year, 2 years? For what? If it's not for life, then I don't want you on the org, honestly. If it's not for life, I don't want to rock with you. It's either for life or nothing. It's for life. It's the only way that it'll ever work. It's for life. It's for life. This is for life right here. Not the company. The run that we on, the journey that we on is for life. The journey we on. J Miles, Miranda, Jasmine, I see you guys in the chat. This is for life. This is for everything. This is for all the marbles. This is all we got. We don't got nothing else. We don't got nothing else. This is all we got. It's either this or nothing. For life, Holly. For life, KD. For life. This is it. What else are we going to do? Danye, Janaya, right? What else are we going to do? Hisak. This is it right here. And that's the mindset we all got to have. Alice, my brother, Aaron, you guys already know. This is all we got. It's either we figure it out or we figure it out. But there's no in between. Dama, this is for life. And we never quit. We never quit. No matter how hard it gets. Santos, my brother, Santos knows this is for life, bro. That's how you gotta be. And you take those 3 things and you take them very serious. Don't allow anybody to outgrow you. Don't allow anybody to outperform you. And don't take a step back in 2022. Don't. Be the best student. Be the hardest working. And never take a step back no matter how hard it gets. Because the reason why people take a step back is because it gets hard. That's why people take a step back, is because it gets hard, it gets challenging. And look, guys, I'll tell you guys something. It does get hard, bro. It is hard, unfortunately, man. It hurt. It's so hard. I get it. It's hard. It's challenging. The obstacles are tough, man. But where would we be without those challenges, though? How would we grow without those obstacles? As long as we have each other, we good. We can get through anything as long as we have each other. As long as we have this community right here, we could do anything in this world. We could change lives. We could impact lives. We could change families' lives. And this family is only going to grow more. These YouTube lives are going to be at thousands of people very soon. We're going to change a lot of lives, guys. Remember, I told you guys that in 2022. The 600, 700, 800 people that jump on these calls now, we're going to turn this into thousands of people. Thousands of people will jump on. Mornings with Nano will be a household name. And hopefully, after all of this COVID and stuff happens, we could go on retreats. We could throw events. Man, tell you guys what, we even got some NFTs in the works for Mornings with Nano. Right? I don't know if you guys know what NFTs are, but just know that Mornings with Nano NFTs are loading up. And I hope you guys are ready for that. So with that being said, that right there are the 3 reasons why people leave their leadership. Number 1, they've outgrown you. Number 2, they've outperformed you. And number 3, the leadership took a step back. Remember that. And as the leader of this organization, I know and I promise you guys to be the best student I can be. I'll be the hardest working person in the room every day. And you guys could know for a fact that you guys can count on me to never take that step back. The only way is through health issues. And I pray that God blesses me with all the health that I need to never, ever have to take a step back. But besides that, guys, there's nothing that could stop me. Nothing. This is for life, like I said. So if you here for life, if you grinding for life, I want you to type a 4 life, a 4L or 4 life in the chat box if this is for life, because at the end of the day, we're here, we're grinding, and things are about to change. All right. So with that being said, that wraps up today's call. Real quick, guys, make sure that you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a lot of things on the works with YouTube and what we got going on. I'm going to be going on tour to start the year. So I'm going to be getting a lot of content. And I'm going to be posting not just Mornings with Nano videos and content. A lot of people said that they want to see my lifestyle and what I do on a day-to-day basis and what my life is like and stuff like that. So, I'm going to start doing like blogs and, just lifestyle and like what my life is like. So subscribe, show love to it. Let your people know, let your leaders know, let everybody know that, Mornings with Nano has a YouTube channel. Is going to be lit, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. Show love to the podcast as well. We got a new episode dropping this week, so looking forward to it as well. And just a quick prayer for all of us before we go. Everybody, like this video, show love, leave a comment, turn on post notifications as well, and share the video. But quick prayer for all of us before we go. Father God, thank you so much for blessing us with another beautiful day that's filled with your abundance and filled with your grace. We invite you to this moment, God, to just thank you for everything that you've ever done for us up until this very moment. This year has been filled with so many amazing blessings, but it's also been filled with challenges that has helped us grow an incredible amount. So we ask that you give us the strength every day to grow the most that we can and to be great students. We ask that you give us the determination to, work harder than anyone else within our circle, because we understand that we can't allow anyone to perform us. And we ask also as well, God, that no matter how hard it gets, no matter how challenging, no matter how big the obstacles are, that we never have to take a step back, because you're going to give us the strength. You're going to give us the wisdom to be able to get through anything, God. And during these times right now, God, we ask that you protect us. You keep us healthy. You keep our families healthy. You keep our immune system as strong as possible, because no diseases exist in our bodies, no sicknesses that exist in our body. And anyone who is going through any sicknesses or anything right now, Father, I pray that you put your hand over them and you heal them of anything that they have in their body, and that you fill them nothing up but peace and health and abundance, God. We thank you so much. Let's finish up this year strong. We're so excited to have you by our side, God. Continue to lead the way, and we will follow. We love you so much, and we appreciate you. In your name we pray. Amen. 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 All right. With that being said, all right, guys. Sandy, my sister, I love you so much, Sandy. Yes, I am covered by the blood of Jesus. All right. So with that being said, guys, thank y'all so much for the love, for the support. I hope all of you guys had a blessed morning. I hope that I was able to provide you guys with value this morning and just kind of teach you guys some very important lessons. I know that some of us may have allowed people to outwork us. We might have allowed people to outgrow us. We may have allowed people to, take our, positions because we took a step back. But 2022, it's gonna be different. All right, fam. So I love y'all. Please subscribe. Please show love. And with that being said, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Stay safe. Stay protected. Make sure you guys are drinking your teas and your vitamin C, and just stay safe, family. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And I see you guys tomorrow for another episode. Mornings with Nano. Let's get it. Let's go.